Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I was sitting here doing some research and writing some stuff down, and I was like getting these messages and I'm like, what is going on? And I was hearing film, and then this information came up on some of my stuff that I had cataloged and forgotten about. And I think it's important now that all these unions are arriving that we close in on and hone in on where we're supposed to be for these twin flame soul connections. So these are going to be about things you must give up to move forward and draw in this twin flame and this soulmate connection on the highest frequency. Because what happens if we're harnessing the wrong kind of energies around us by focusing on things that don't really matter at this point or actually lessen our vibration, it can hinder the course of the love we're trying to draw in, and in more severe cases draw in an alternate that's not even the one that is meant for us yet. You know what I mean? Because we do have, I believe, our higher purpose person that's within us, and when we oscillate between, low, high, it's a push and pull with this energy to our soulmates we're trying to draw in, and we really want to balance into this, be at our highest peak mental and physical self for the arrival of these people, because so many of them are arriving in the summer. So we're going to have a 3-card choice. We have number 1, which is this beautiful lady holding a dove, and it's number 39. A beautiful lady holding a baby, it's number 18, and a beautiful lady holding a bird, and that's number 23. So I'm going to let you make your choice. It can be visual, the number, whatever you want, whatever you're guided towards, which I'm trying to stop my cat. She has a thing about wanting to step on the cards every time, and I'm trying to teach them that it's not their just walking space. Stop it. But it's really irritating to me on a huge level that they just think everywhere is their stomping grounds, and they've all been misbehaving terribly. They're the devils. They are. I'm serious. They are. I can't even get a load about how diabolical they are most of the time. I mean, the stuff they get up to and the fights they have, and I find clumps of fur, and I'm trying to set a good example for the kittens, and yeah, they're pretty nutty. So I'm going to let you make your choice, as I really feel like the world is warming up to all the love quests that are out there, and they're coming in, and we want those frequency up there, right? We want to be together and strong. We want to start a whole evolutionary process of the highest possible love and connection. So we are going to start with number 1, which is offering comfort, healing, and caring. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here. You are pulled to the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort there. Oh, that's Sarah McLachlan's song. Okay, so for a broken wing or a broken spirit, the healing process begins with the bond for caring and comfort. Let a kind and gentle word or touch offer you assurance that there are others around you and that you are not alone. A pure white dove is held in a nurturing manner by a caring woman dressed in deep, vibrant red. The red of her clothing and her headdress bring to mind the color of the first chakra, the chakra associated with self-preservation. So that's Muladhara. This is a card about caring, whether you have a need to nurture your own soul in some quiet time of recreation, or there's someone who needs your help. This card shows that by doing everything you can to be well grounded, you can be a very nurturing spirit right now. So hold the object of your ministrations lightly in your hand, lest like a frightened bird, they fly beyond your power to heal. So I love this. So I do definitely feel like, I want to see what's coming in terms of that. Oh yeah. And here's a reminder of something before I tell you what I think is hindering this, okay? And you have to let go of. So you have seen and unseen allies draw upon their strengths, join forces with friends, and flourish. And this is the union card. And I definitely feel that you do. You have so many people. Also in the light workers field, and you can go on any station or YouTube and garner information and reestablish where your values are at and where your direction is headed. Often, if I get fragmented or going in too many directions, I'll put on like She Bear or somebody that I really like and admire, and I'll reconnect with that slow down energy, tap into the vitality of life, all those things. Something I am hearing that one or two of the things that you must give up before you move forward is Yes, I love this, the wheel. So you're going to get over these anyway. I'm going to tell you what they are, and you're going to get over them, because you're once where your frequency could oscillate, and you go back into temperament. I feel like you do have a temper. You do have some judgmental behaviors about you, as do I. I mean, I have to squelch those all the time. I kind of make snap decisions on somebody, especially if they have a mean or scowling look on their face and they just look menacing and the whole thing. But it's like I have to step away from that, because once where you might have made a snap decision or do something, you're really going, well, wait, let me pause and take a breath and reassess what I think is really happening here. Now, I'm getting so mad at the cat, always trying to come over near the card. Stop. So one of the things that I feel like you need to let go is your need to be right sometimes. Aim for success, but never give up your right to be wrong, okay? Sometimes we are, because when you do, you will also lose your ability to learn new things and move forward in your life. I know a lot of people that I love so much, but their stubbornness factor is through the roof. Once they make a statement, it's like a declaration, and if you question it, they get very obstreperous about it, and there's no real reason for that, right? We can't be right all the time. That's one thing I'm really lucky in. I could care less. I mean, if it's something like out about say physics or something that it's hard to grasp some of those things, and you're around a bunch of physicists and they're all having a debate, they literally look like they're ready to punch each other out if somebody offers a theorem or something the others don't agree with. It's ridiculous. Why would we spend our lives squabbling over these things, right? We just have to remember that. And the wheel is saying you're going to move past that, okay? But I think there's another thing, and on occasion, I feel like you may make excuses rather than decisions. Most long-term failures are the outcome of people who make excuses instead of decisions. But I feel like, to be fair, at times you're inundated and you're trying to help people and do a lot. And I feel like you're surrounded by some people that are a little unhelpful. And you may make an excuse or two, but we have to realize that when we do that, we're not really addressing what the focal issue is. And that's to complete a task when we say we're going to. But again, don't promise big and deliver little, right? It should always be the opposite. Promise little and deliver big. Do it in a timely fashion and do what you can with what you have where you are. Don't strain your resources or yourself. And I feel like part of what's going to help you accomplish all this is healing. Bless all in need of healing. Hope and love and spirit grants us strength, and wisdom will guide us to the path of wellness. That when we ask for help and assistance in this regard, that we do it. You know what I mean? And it's hard sometimes not to, you get a lot and you feel like, sometimes when I feel like people rely on other people and those people can't live up to that expectation or whatever, often people will say, sure, I'll do that for you, this and that, but they simply don't have the time, the resources, the energy to do it. They just don't recognize at the time that they don't need to jump to say yes, that they can say, I'll get back to you, I'll have to see about that. We all have to give ourselves breathing space when we're doing things like that, because I feel like with the wheel, you see things so much more clearly. You really, really have a lucky patch coming up for you as well, where you're going to be in the right place at the right time, and you're going to get bonuses for that, like in all kinds of really fun ways. Great connections with people, and your vibration, they're going to remind you of your sort of higher purpose and your balance, and you're going to raise yourself, and you're going to be more attuned to go to the things that keep you on that frequency and help you. You're going to focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. It's going to be excellent. And another thing is you're going to have a lot of clarity, and you're going to banish that old fog of illusion. You're going to be opening your eyes to the truth, and remember that you're already perfect the way you are, and that you don't ever need to compare yourself to anybody. We're all on our own journey in our own space, and it's really going to help you lift and go. You're really going to be able to do that too. You're going to be highly motivated. So I'm very excited for you. So that's your energy, you guys. I love it. And I do feel like, again, there's a big crop of you guys having these twins and soulmates coming in the summer, June, July, hot month for this beautiful receptive energy. So that's you guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below for private reads. They take precedence. I especially love to do them in the beginning of April. I feel like it's good, fresh, spring energy. I just love it. I feel like right now, where the cosmos is and the planets are aligned, I just feel really clear messages, and they're very I mean, my guides all work. People always go to you. Your stuff is always so cheerful, and it always puts me in a good mood. It's so positive. But it's funny. I've asked too. I said, "Can you please let me know, guides and my mom and the people that I hear my Claire audience from, why there's very little or ever disturbing news?" And I was answered very quickly. What we see and how we see things is how we navigate. So when we see things as loving and caring and supportive to us, that's how we behave in turn, and we start to mirror that. So they want to give us the best possible outcome and put that image in our head to try to achieve it. Because fear and worry do nothing. They distract us. They give us parameters that are limiting, that we don't need, and they're not necessary. And again, they take us out of our present, beautiful present time where we notice all these opportunities. They push us too far into the future. What if this happens? What if that happens? It puts us in the past. Why did that happen? You know what I mean? They want us to be present. And I love that my guides work like that, because it's super cool and I dig it. So that's you guys. That is your energy. And I really am like... my cat is acting really weird because, oh, this is Poots, and the other cats have been terrible and attacking each other, so she gets scared and wants to get close to me as soon as possible. And she loves these. These are all Archangel medallions. Like, she loves them, and she's always trying to lay in them. We're going to go to this card now, because I don't know what this weirdo's getting up to. This is number 18. I love this imagery, and I have yet to read this card, but it looks like it's going to be beautiful. 18. I have to share something with you, too. I've been experiencing like this really obnoxious toothache in one of my upper like incisors, and I don't know what it is, but it's bothering me. And it's like, it's one of those things that when you get relief from it, you're so happy, but when it's in its phase, it's so uncomfortable. Oh, this is lovely. So this is nurturing and taking care of others. When you are a mother, you are never really alone in your thoughts. A mother always has to think twice, once for herself and once for her child. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's a quote from Sophia Loren. So this card may represent the nurturing nature of a mother embracing her child, a teacher guiding a student, a master training his apprentice. Each balances the desire to protect and provide the direction to those under him or her, and also allow them for personal growth. So we can prepare them, we can inform them, we can advise them, but eventually there will be a moment where we will need to resist the impulse to reach out, right? And insist they must... and instead they must fall, because when they rise again on their own accord, we can take comfort in knowing that we taught them well and they have the ability to do that. Look at my insane cat. I don't even care. So again, I think that's lovely, and it's very true. And I love this too, that you got the Strength card. This is really cool. You have the courage, you can endure, you can find your center and spiral into your power, which I love. And you can. I'm going to put that right on top of her and see if she even notices, because she's a nut job. She loves, I'm serious, she's drawn to the energy. I feel, I definitely feel that our ancestors are reincarnated however they want in animals. And I feel like sometimes, like Poots is my dad, she has weird attributes about him, and like certain things, the smells that he liked, and certain things in foods that he liked, that when I have them, she comes near, and she's the most beautiful thing. So I'm just going to let her be a weirdo and entertain you. But this is something that's unique, because I'm feeling right now too, I'm going to pull this card for you, the Two of Swords, definitely. So this is something that is definitely occurring now. You need to let go of the opinions of others, because sometimes it controls your life. I'm hearing that very clear. That's why you're caught between that, and you feel momentary blindness and unable to move in like that paralytic sort of situation, because you're like, if I do this, they'll say that. If I do this, they'll think that. Who gives a flying F-bomb what they think or what they feel about what you're doing? If you're going in your right direction, that you feel motivated and intuitively driven to go for yourself, it does not matter. It's not what others think. It's what you think about yourself that counts. You have to do exactly what's best for you in your life, not what's best for anyone else ever. Because guess what? Everybody has an agenda, and they'll try to point you in the direction of it. You have to have those clear lenses on to see that, and you're going to. And this is why, because I feel like the next card, is definitely pointing you in that direction. The Two of Cups, because you're on your way to love. You're on the way to this journey. But here's something also that you need to do too. You need to stop overlooking the positive points in your life. I'm hearing what you see often depends entirely on what you're looking for. You will have a hard time ever being happy if you aren't thankful for the good things in your life right now. If you're always reaching like if you're sitting at home and reading, doing something, be like, this would be so much better if I had this, if I had that. So you're not in the moment. You're not fully enjoying that. It's like that meal you have where if there isn't salt available, it's not a good meal because you don't have salt or whatever. It's that thing that you feel is lacking is going to make the difference. I'm guilty of this as well too. I'll be home making jewelry and I'll be like, oh, if I only had those silver bars in this necklace would be perfect. I don't know why that happens to us. Usually it's our ego just wanting more. Our ego really is rarely silent when it comes to anything, especially critical self-evaluation or the needs, the materialistic needs. That thing it always wants to go acquire. We need to silence that and slow down, okay? I definitely feel that that can happen, and we all do that, especially if we're trotting lightly on that negative pebble path, like, oh, I'm tired today, and then other things will start to seek acclaim. Well, look it over here, you know, you need to lose 5 pounds. Look it over here, you know, your hair's a mess. It'll start to try to point out these negative things that don't even exist. It's very bizarre. So we need to definitely focus in on that because your love is right around the corner. And this is, you're going to overcome these little obstacles. And I mean, there's crazy little things that creep up and they really come from our subconscious that's engraved in that, you know, crazy part of our subconscious that's continually just popping up and putting us on autopilot, and we don't even know it's there, but certain things trigger it, and then voila, it's there. And it's so, you know, unfortunate at times that sometimes we don't even notice it's occurring, and we just let those thoughts seep in, and then they get bigger, and then they get more annoying, and then they compel us to do things that we wouldn't normally do, and then they make us feel bad about ourselves, and then we feel guilty for wasting time, you know, being so in this self-induced crisis. You know, it's just crazy. So really recognize those triggers, start writing things down. I feel like it'll be very helpful for you because now you are gaining clarity, okay? You're banishing the fog of illusion. You are opening your eyes to the truth. You're remembering the perfection of who you are. You really are. You're gaining clarity on all this, and it's lovely because you're like, okay, that's just me having internal crazy dialogue, and it's time for it to seek. You know what? I haven't freaking, you know, I'm not Mr. Satan. I haven't written all the 10 commandments, turned around and broken them 1 second later. You know what I mean? It's like the list of impossibilities sometimes that we put on our own shoulders. Like, I have to be this, and that. We don't have to be anything. We simply have to be, and we go from there. We need to level up, calm down, and keep it moving. And we all do it. It's not our own fault. It's not intentional, which is the crazy thing, because that's the thing about ego and subconscious. Pooh, it just pops that thing in there and we're off and running. But you're deciding that you're pulling the blinds on that. You don't want to look out that window of disillusionment anymore. You've got the back sun door wide open, and you're stepping into the light and realizing what is reality, what is helpful, what is beneficial. And you realize that your very significant other is right around the corner, and you want to be your best possible person for it, just like this kitty cat right here. So you're going to step into the light. So beautiful energy for you guys. Number 2, love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And I want to thank you for stopping by my channel and checking stuff out. And all my links are down below, so you guys can come see me on Patreon page. Our thing is thriving, and it's great if you want to join at the beginning of the month. That's perfect. And I mean, for as little as $1, you get my new course, which is phenomenal and having crazy results. And it's going to be, when I have to have it go public and do stuff like that, it's going to be over $100. And by just joining, check out all the different tiers, because you can get different things. You know, at the $30 tier, you get reads, you get tutorials, you get all this stuff, as well as other benefits. So the higher tier you go, the more benefits you get. But this course is for everybody, and it was my brainchild of, I'm so tired of seeing my friends get hurt and devalued and waiting for texts and waiting for things, and all of a sudden I just was like, F it, I'm going to the geniuses in this field, the top earners on sellers of books, and I am going to speed read the hell through everything. I'm taking the best advice and starting to use it, whether it's texting to keep them interested, to open up doors of, mostly it's about opening up doors of communication, clear communication, and tapping into that age-old primal thing of showing people that you want them, respect them, need them, and value them. And there's certain words you can choose that create a vivid imagery, which is important. Otherwise, so much crap is forgettable. We can't remember everything. So why would we even try unless it's memorable, right? So the course is doing gangbusters, and you guys are remarkable. So thank you. So yeah, go check that on my Patreon page. It also helps support the channel. So everything is down there in the link, so just check it out. So now we're on to number 3. Look at her. You just stop the behavior. I love this card right here. I love the horse. I love the birds. I love the eggs. Let's see what she's all about. Number 23. She's so beautiful. I just have to allow her to be. She's normally just so mellow and loving, and she sleeps on my chest, and she hates to see the other cats fight, and it puts her in a kind of sad state, and she just wants to be near me. Oh, but I have all this equipment near me. I know, baby. It's okay. You be good and you be good ways and you be good world. I know. I love you. Okay, so what is going on here with number 23? This is providing shelter. Home is a shelter from storms, all sorts of storms. So our relationship with the natural world is at its lowest ebb. I almost said lowest labor, the lowest ebb. And as humans, we are becoming increasingly detached. Our physical lives may have been made more comfortable by our technological advances, but our spiritual lives have been diminished. Hallelujah. When we're constantly on devices plugged in, do more, get more, achieve more. We're not out in nature. We're not out, feeling the sun on our faces, learning about flora and fauna, hearing the birds, all those things. So a woman transforms her body with a symbolic tree as she offers support and safety to nature. The sincerity of her offer is accepted and returned with complete trust. A warm glow is generated from that interaction. In the distance, a unicorn notices and looks on approvingly, but ironically, there is a sad poignancy at his attention. It is that magical creature has seen so few acts like that. Despite the overall trend, there is a hope and that we are at least aware of our damaging imprint and on increasing acknowledgement and desire to redress the imbalances. Yeah, it's basically like people just cutting down forests, throwing plastic in the ocean, all that stuff, and like a unicorn observing that, would be hard pressed to trust humans, no? For sure. Unicorniums! I love unicorns. I used to have over 50, I think I was like 11 or 12, and I had over 50 pen pals at one point because I was always like a prolific spastic writer. And I wanted to know where people were from. I wanted to know what they were getting up to. I wanted to know what kind of stickers they collected. And we would exchange stickers. It was the craziest, like, madhouse craziness. And it was just nuts. And I remembered being like, I was the gold standard for unicorn stickers because I had the best ones. And they were like, oh, you have to be Melanie's pen pal. She gets really good stuff. Like, I wouldn't get those cheap things where I got what would be now like, what is that place? It's going to escape me, and I always shop there because I love their wrapping paper, but they're so expensive. They're ungodly expensive. But anywho, it was like that, and it was like the unicorns were just driving me mad. But this is important because I'm already hearing the messages. It's saying draw a card, and yeah, this is coming in. But guess what? Some of your things that needs to be released so you can move forward is procrastinating on the goals that matter to you. There are 2 primary choices in our life: to accept conditions as they are, or accept responsibility for changing them. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. You know what I'm saying? Now. If you have a dream, walk into that dream. I loved what She Bear was saying today when she said, you can be the boss, or you can be the one who's bossed around. So be the boss of your life, your direction, and everything. I'm definitely feeling that. Another thing is not appreciating the present moment at times. Too often, we try to accomplish something big without realizing that the greatest part of that is made of the little things. We're not in the ungodly rush for the finish line. It is the journey. It is all the people, places, and things along the way that help us, that reimburse our spirit with love and fortitude and connectivity. Absolutely. And you're breaking through that because, oh my God, look at that with that. Yeah, you broke through, and you are breaking through. And I love that because you were chained to some old behaviors, but now you're like, boom, there's a knife, kapshoom, see those cords later. You've got this, that didn't work for me in the past. So guess what I'm doing? Onward and upward. You're just going to face issues. You're going to fix the problems. You're going to communicate, and you're going to forgive and love the people in your life who deserve it. And that is beautiful. And that was the messages. They came really fast and furious. So love and light to this group. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. Go down below to all the links so you can see anything. Private reads, they're all down there. Please come see me on my Patreon page. You get my $100 course for $1 if you join my Patreon page and you support the channel. Everybody's coming over there. It's a lovely tribe. I adore them. And if you want a lot of extra stuff, check the different tiers, and you can acclimate to what those tiers are. Come to my Etsy store and check out all my stuff. just come on down and see what's going on. I love and appreciate all of you guys. I don't even have the words to express. This channel is growing at like light speed, and everybody, my Patreon page has almost, it's more than doubled. I feel like it's on its way to tripling in only 4 days since I started this course. And your results that you're sending in are making me cry. I knew they would work. I couldn't wait to do this, and I'm so happy. And I'm happy that you guys, you know, that I understand time is valuable. So the fact that you spend some of it with me, I really honor that and I cherish that. So love and light to you guys, and thanks again.